Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel. This is a little tutorial and a little rant, and it's about the Olympics. I'm going to start off and say I hate the fucking Olympics. I used to not. Today, year 2024, worthless as tits on a board as far as the Olympics goes. However, follow the money, right? Follow the money. And the Olympic Committee is still in Athens, Greece, which is probably why Turkey ain't gonna be allowed to take over all of the Greek islands. That's a story for another video. The original Olympics was only for Greek city-states. First of all, it wasn't like every country in the world got to compete in a sport. It was Greek city-states only, and the competitors had to be male only, and they had to be citizens of Greece, right? So male citizens of Greece. And my favorite, there were no ball sports. I love that part. I fucking hate ball sports. I don't care what shape, size, weight. They're stupid, worthless as tits on a board. And they totally destroyed the meaning of Olympics. In 1896, that's a long time, right? In 1896, the Greek committee in Athens said, all right, let's let other countries participate. Why do you think they did that? Follow the money. Follow the money, right? And that was just before the turn of the century, 1900, right? Well, why would they do that? Why would they change that? I mean, it was their game, their thing. Follow the money. You follow the money, right? That was before World War I also. So follow the money. Then silly stuff happens, right? And the Olympic Games are suspended and don't come back until 1900. Sorry, no, that's not true. That's not true. The Olympic Games came back prior to World War II. I'm going to have to research that. My bad. And I can't do that right this second. And I'm a one-take guy, so it sucks to be me, right? But the Olympic Games were frozen and then opened up to all countries. Now, I don't know what the requirements are other than your country, right? And then they opened it up to males and females as well. My itch, and by the way, I have sat in the bleachers at the Olympics. 1984, Los Angeles, in the Coliseum, 50-yard line, the final day, closing ceremonies. I thought I was going to lose my shit. It was so wonderful there. I loved it. I loved it. And I'll tell you why I loved it. And I'm going to come back to why I hate it. But here's why I loved it. Never been to one. But I did, I'm a competitive athlete. I was a swimmer for a long time. And I actually went to college with the guy who used to be Bruce Jenner. Yeah, we're contemporaries. Went to the same. Well, he was Olympian back then. I was just a swimmer, man. I was nobody. But excuse me. So the idea in 1984, because I didn't really know, I didn't study it. But the final day, the Olympics is not over, at least it was in that time, until the last event was done. The last event is the completion of the marathon. Who knew, right? The first winner of the marathon comes through. Crickets from the crowd. There's 100,000 people in the Los Angeles Coliseum. Crickets, kind of. First person, I don't remember, a black guy from Ethiopia or someplace running from lions and tigers and bears or whatever. But he comes across and he wins. And then all the other people start coming. And we're sitting there, you know, in our seat. What are we doing? Waiting for the last guy, right? We're in the bleachers drinking wine. I drink wine with some folks, man. And you know them all, by the way, because they've made it. They're actors and politicians and that kind of stuff. But the fun part was, we had no shame. We're sitting there drinking wine. Wait, when's that guy coming? Have you see him yet? Nah, man. And then all of a sudden, we hear this rum. And then under the arch coming into the stadium, and it was the open LA Coliseum, here comes the guy, another black guy, Ethiopian, running from Lions, Tigers, and Bears, but he's jamming it, right? The entire stadium stands up and roars their cheer for this guy, and we're losing our shit, and it's nighttime. I mean, it's nighttime, and we're just cheering this guy on, and he's waving at everybody. We're waving back. People are throwing flowers at this dude, and that's just in the bleachers. Then on the field, all the athletes come out on the field, regardless of country, and they're cheering this guy on. I got goosebumps now just remembering that. It was so cool to watch. I won't go through the other entertainment part, but Lionel Richie was the star attraction, and his song was All Night Long. And boys and girls, we partied in that Coliseum all night long. It was wonderful. Now, let me come back. I hate the Olympics because it is no longer useful for anything other than people making money. People making money. The taxpayers of the country got to pay for it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Each sport, the nations can still compete in sports. The thing that I would change is that if you're not a one passport citizen of the country you're going to represent, you're fucked. You can't have two passports, right? Right, I have a Chinese passport and I have an American passport, but I'm going to compete for China. But I live in the U.S. Fuck that. Not on my watch. Pick one, and that's where you are. You are the citizen of the country, and you are the citizen of no other country. Then you can compete for your country. Otherwise, next. That's one thing I would change. The other thing, I would eliminate all ball sports. They're useless as tits on a board, and I say that a lot because it's true. Worthless. Not a single Olympic sport is worthless if it has a ball in it. Now, if it has a bullet in it, or sword, or weapon that can be used in combat, or physical competition, keep track and field. Keep track and field. Keep the decathlon. That's the one on the skis, and you ski and shoot. That is a combat sport for winter conditions. That kind of stuff. Yeah, because what you're doing is you are testing the best warriors in the world. So you want to focus on who has the best warriors in the world. That's what you want. That's what you want. Hell, make SWAT competition an Olympic sport. I would like to see that. Get rid of the twirly things from the women that do the ribbons. Get rid of ping pong. Please don't bring pickleball into the fucking Olympics. Then I'll go shoot myself. You understand what I'm saying? Get rid of tennis. Get out of the Olympics. I don't say get rid of it as a sport, but get rid of ball sports in the Olympics and put in martial sports. Combat, fighting with the tools that you will carry as an individual. Blades, they have fencing, good job. Decathlon, skiing and shooting. Then they have the rifle shooting. Keep all that. Archery, I'm with you. Jiu-jitsu, karate, all those other games, martial sports, keep them, they're good. If it has a ball in it, get it the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out. Because inflatable balls were not introduced until the 1900s. And the first one was football. By the way, there were no black folks playing ball sports back in the day. That was a white boys game, right? All of them at the time, right? Useless. Useless. Now they're now I don't know what kind of stupid sport they're trying to introduce today, but it's all about money. Bring in the combat, bring in the fighting, bring in the hell, make MMA, boxing. Boxing's in there, wrestling's in there. MMA, I don't know. I don't think it is. Put MMA. I don't like MMA. I don't like blood sports. Really. However, it would be the Olympics. It would be the venue for that. Anyway, that's my kind of story and rant for this morning. I don't know how any of you feel about that. But it's just, I'm tired. I get Olympic burnout that lasts 8 years, man. I know it's every 4 years, but I just can't stand it. You know, I watch the stuff and people go crazy. I see stupid sports that people pay money to travel to and then sit and, I mean, stupid. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. If you like the content of this channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. It's there somewhere. And wherever you can, whenever you can, however you can. Carry on.